Is the bounce over for Bitcoin and stocks and crypto? Is ETH in trouble? Have a look at this chart, right? Basically, we're seeing some major resistance here. This is what I've been warning about all this time, saying 92K to 94K. Why is it 92K to 94K? Because here is 92K, this line, and 94K is this line. Do you think the bounce is over here and we're going to turn down? So 92K, as we can see, major resistance because you've got all these bottoms and 92K and a few of these. 94K is even bigger here. We got to 93, exactly in between. Here, this line was 94K because it's the trend line that's basically carried Bitcoin, see, from when Bitcoin was 15K, 30K, and it carried Bitcoin all this time, right? All this time. With crash below, and folks tend to think that we're going to tag here, or get rejected, and then go down one more time. Okay, if that happens, a lot of people are expecting 74 to 75K, and the reason why is because here, 74 to 75K. My expectations are we're probably not going to get there because everyone's expecting it. So we're probably going to front run them and bottom around 78, 79 and bounce if we do go down. But since a lot of shorts are being put on right now, so therefore I don't think the exchanges really want to go down right now. So for example, we'll have a look at this. Yesterday, as I showed you guys in my yesterday's video, this entire wall was green, which means everyone is shorting. Everyone was shorting, right? Today is basically, we can see, at least for Bitcoin, right, only two greens. Everything else is in the black. But they're not back to normal yet. They're still short. 0.01 is normal, and you can see all these are below 0.01. So we're still leaning slightly short. Usually what happens, as I said yesterday in yesterday's video, what happens is when people are shorting, then basically see we do a top and tail here, right? Small pullback, and then boom, we go up again, right? Next time we head up, we might hit this 96, 97K area and bounce again, right? For now, as long as we can see more folks are shorting, right, then the probability of a big drop is small. Then I would say a small drop and then a big move up. We could actually hit 101K here, right? It just depends on this chart. We should keep a very close eye on this chart. But the big news today is about Ethereum. I'm going to talk about Ethereum today and how some major news is happening on Ethereum. What is the news that I'm referring to on Ethereum? So one of the major treasury companies of Ethereum, SBET or SharpLink, used to be a game company that is now turned into a treasury stock for Ethereum, just like Metaplanet or just like MicroStrategy. It basically has the number of institutional investors holding SBET went up from 40 to 138, almost 140. That's like a 3.5x in 1 quarter, in 3 months, right? Like imagine people like Fidelity or Robinhood or BlackRock, Vanguard, those kind of institutions. Imagine that going up 3.5x, right? In basically 3 months. What has happened to SBET, right? They're looking for, this is according to SBET or SharpLink itself. It says institutional capital is looking for exposure to ETH and its yield. I believe the answer is mainly its yield, because ETH as an ETF has been around for over a year now, and they didn't jump in back then. It was only 40 institutions. Now it's up to like almost 140 institutions, because I think that the key difference here is in the yield that ETH is providing. And the price of the asset does not change its underlying trajectory. The network is still scaling, whatever. Institutional positioning for where the fundamentals are pointing. And here we can see the chart of what's actually happening with with ETH. See, we've gone from 40 institutional holders to now almost 140, up 245%. What does all this mean for Ethereum and for SBET? Okay, before I answer those questions, first let's answer the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo He-Man use? Well, Pablo uses this exchange as non-KYC, see? That means you don't need to show any ID. So that means even the exchange can't see who you are. So that's why the exchange can't see you, the IRS can't see you, the tax office can't see you, FBI, CIA, nobody can see you, total privacy. I made this deal with them. That is the reason why. Exclusive only on the Pablo He-Man link, right? So not just for the first time depositors and first trades. For guys who are old timers, you basically just use a new email, just use a different email and just register again and get those great first deposit and first trade bonuses because the exchange can't see who you are. That's the whole point, see? So now, for folks who are doing this, it's 20%. Deposit $100, get $20. Deposit $1,000, get $200 futures bonus. For your first trade, get 100 to 500 USDT futures bonus. And remember, just open up a new email and get this great prize. Now, limited time only, folks. This deal finishes on 5th of December. And if you're watching on YouTube right now, then the link is in the description below. But on any other platform, that's fine, such as this one. Click on my profile page, and there's my link tree or stand link. We click on that, and it's the first deal that pops up because this is a great deal. Okay, let's get back to the markets, folks. But just remember, this deal is exclusive only on the Pablo He-Man link. So with ETH, we're looking at a similar situation. Basically, ETH is here. We've dipped just below 3,000. My target for it to start trimming was around this 3,100 area. And we can see why, because look, this top, these 4 daily tops, and this top here, right? So basically, as I said, 3,100 for some trimming and 3,200 for some trimming if we got there. Right now, if the futures, as I said, continue to be negative or continue to be green, as in this one, that means everyone's still shorting. If everyone's still shorting, then basically, I think we don't go much further, and we punch above to at least 3,200K.